Hello students, good morning to my YouTube class. Today we are going to start a new chapter from your NCERT textbook that is called as area related to circle. This is very essential for you, no doubt. Some sort of syllabus has been reduced, but now this chapter is essential for you to cover the next chapter. Here I have completed some sort of interesting formula, and with the help of your prerequisite knowledge and some examples, some questions from your NCERT textbook. First of all, I consented to derive some formula, how to learn easy and how to remember that formula. If you forget that formula, then how to recall that formula easily. Just the technique I have done here. I hope the video will help you to cover the remaining questions from your NCERT textbook, and stay happy after learning from my video. Thank you, students. Hello students, good morning. Welcome to my YouTube class. Today we are going to teach from area related to circle of class 10th CBSE NCERT textbook. Okay, so here is the chapter that is called as area related to circles. This is very important chapter. No doubt some sort of syllabus has been reduced from your textbook, but still now we have to learn. This chapter is highly essential to solve the next possibilities. So here is the question, that is area related to circles. I hope before starting this chapter you must have some idea about what is circle and the terms related with the circles. Here is the radius and it is the diameter. As it is the circle, so we must have the idea about the relation between diameter and radius. Already we know this. As O is the center, R is the radius, D is the diameter, and C is the circumference, and A is the area. So already in the class 9th, 8th, class 7th, also you know the terms related with the circles, Now how to calculate the area of the complete circle? Area of a circle, which is equal to pi r square, or in terms of diameter we can write pi d square by 4. Clear? Now what is the circumference of a circle? That means outer boundary, that is 2 pi r, or we can write pi d, whatever may be, because 2 into r equal to diameter. Now students, in terms of semicircle, you see, also in semicircle this is called as the diameter, as known as the 2r or d. Now this is the what? The curve arc, Now area of a semicircle equal to what? Pi r square by 2, because of total complete circle. It is a complete circle and its area is the half region, and circumference. Just I am giving you the little bit idea related with your previous knowledge, students. Circumference of a semicircle, which is equal to this plus this, it is pi r plus 2r, or pi r plus d we can write. Clear? Now here is the time what we are going to calculate the area enclosed by two concentric circles, concentric circles. Concentric circles means two circles with a common center point, This is the common center O. This is area enclosed by the two concentric circles. That we can say this is also the secondary name of the area of the path. Clear? This is the area of the path. We can write it is area of the path, or area enclosed by two concentric what? Circles. Area enclosed by two concentric circles. Already we know students, two concentric circles having one common center means this is suppose small r is the radius of inner circle and capital R is the radius of the outer circle. Therefore, the path area or the area enclosed by the concentric circles must be the area of the outer circle minus area of inner circle, and that can be written as pi upon pi of r square minus r square. By factorization we can write r plus r into r minus r. Clear? Now these are the terms related with prerequisite knowledge, prerequisite knowledge. Already I hope this knowledge already present within you. Now we are going to start some different concept related with these parameters. Now let us start. What the next parameter is, which is very essential for us, that is called as sector. Sector, segment. Students, before here we will learn sector means, suppose this is a circle and here is the center. Clear? Now this is what? Two radii, OAB is a section. Now this is one radius, another radius. This is what? This is an arc, which is denoted by, you can write small l or capital R. That is called the length of the arc. Have you cleared now? Now let us find what do you mean by sector. Sector meaning what? It is a region bound between two radii and an arc. Here you see two radii and an arc. That means the region is OAB. This portion, OAB, including AB arc, the OAB part is called as a sector. This is called as a sector. This part, this is as a sector. Now what our main aim and objective is to find from the sector is what? Here we are going to calculate the area of the sector. Now to find the area of the sector, we need to calculate what the angle bound between the sector. That is, suppose it is theta. So let theta is the, here is the theta is the angle of the sector. R is the radius of the circle. L is the length of the arc. Here we have to calculate the first formula, area of the sector. Okay, so area of the sector to find what? How much area this sector is. That means this angle is a part of whole circle. This is the angle subtended is a part of whole circle. We know the circle angle is 360 degree. Now theta is supposed to what fraction or what part from the circle. Now let us to find the area occupied by the sector is the angle supposed that is theta by 360 degree. Now it is of total circle, that is pi r square. Now the total circle of how much angle of the fraction including the total circle. That means theta by 360 into pi r square, and it is supposed to be written as pi r square theta by 360 degree. Now this is student, this is called as the area of the sector. Clear? Now you have to find the length of the arc. Length of the arc. This is very important for what? We need to calculate area length of the arc, means it is benefit to find to segment situations, to find the length of the segment, area of the segment, whatever may be. First, later we will discuss that, but length of the arc is what? That is called as L. This portion, this portion. This is also the theta by 360 degree into 2 pi r. Technically, you have to remember, students, whenever you are multiplying area of the circle with theta by 360, you can calculate area of sector. Whenever you are calculating length of the arc, means whole length, that is 2 pi r, whole length is 2 pi r, circumference we know, students, C equal to 2 pi r. Okay, now C of 2 pi r into theta by 360, you will get what? Length of the arc. Clear? Now here length of the arc and area of the sector we got. Now we have to calculate how to find easily to get the length of the arc with the related with area of a sector. Here is before after completing these fundamentals, we will go through some examples related with some sort of questions from your NCERT textbook. Okay. Now nextly we will start. You see, somehow we will write here, area equal to theta by 360 degree into pi r square. What? Area of a sector. Already we have learnt, we can write here. This is called as what? Area of a sector. Okay. Now here you see, students, I can write it is A equal to half of theta by 180 into pi r into r. Can I write this? Because of theta by 360 is 180 into 2 and pi r square. Just I split the terms, A equal to half theta by 360 into pi r. Where I got this term? You see, some situation I am writing here as length of the arc equal to theta by 360 into 2 pi r. Already I have written in the previous page, and here I am writing, you see, theta by 2 cancelled by 360, it is 180, theta by 180 into pi r. This is the what? Length of the arc. Length of the arc. This is the other formula, As you can write theta by 180 into pi r or theta by 360 into 2 pi r. Whatever may be, it is up to you. Theta by 180 into pi r, that is, we can write L. Sometimes I am writing capital L, sometimes smaller. Don't be confused here because L is the length of the arc. For my convenience, I am writing whatever may be, but R. You see, now area related to the length of the arc. This is the other formula is area of sector equal to half LR. Very interesting here. If you know length of the arc and the radius, then area of a sector half into length of the arc with radius. Clear, student? If you know the angle, then you can calculate theta by 360 into pi r square. And if you know the length of the arc and radius, then you can put this formula. Now some other situation just I am writing. This is note point is what? For your benefit. The note point is what? What the relation between theta and radian? We know, students, we know the unit of angle is degree. But sometimes we have to put the unit is radian. Radian is what? In class 11th, in physics, so many calculations and illustrations are there, but you will clear about what is radian. But before this, now I am going to clear you the relation between degree and radian. Okay, now 360 degree means 2 pi radian. 180 degree means pi radian. 90 degree means pi by 2 radian. So students, so these are some sort of relationship when you are multiplying. You can't multiply what? The degree with some distance, So you have to calculate the degree into radian. Means whenever degree to radian by 360, whenever radian to degree into pi by 2. This is the relationship. Okay. Now let us start some related questions including this area. See here, one question I am writing here. Suppose a question that is from your what NCERT textbook. Okay, NCERT textbook has a question that is from NCERT book. One question: a car has wheels which are 80 centimeter in diameter. How many complete revolutions does each wheel make in 10 minutes when the car is traveling at a speed of 66 kilometer per hour. Very interesting. Here the data is what? A car wheels which are 80 centimeter in diameter. See here, suppose this is a car wheel and the diameter is 80 centimeter. We can write D equal to 80 centimeter. Okay, now if D equal to 80 centimeter, now you see distance traveled, speed given 66 kilometer per hour. Now distance travel, we have to calculate how many complete revolutions. See one thing, students. One revolution means what? Suppose a car is revolved, means the circumference of that wheel is that distance covered by the wheel. What the circumference? That much distance the wheel will cover. One revolution means that distance. Another revolution means another circumference, like this. Revolution means what? This, the complete revolution. So rotations and revolutions, when it covered in a straight path, the distance covered by that wheel equal to the circumference of that wheel. So I can write here distance travelled by the car in 1 hour means 66 kilometer. Okay. Now distance travelled in 10 minutes equal to 66 by 60, because in 1 hour it is 60 minutes into what? 10. Now it will become what? That is 11 kilometer. Can I convert into centimeter, because it is centimeter given. So 11 kilometer is 11,000 meter. 11,000 meter again multiplied with 100, because meter to centimeter. This is what? 11 lakh centimeter, because am I right? No. 11 kilometer is 1 kilometer 1000 and meter to centimeter. It is 11 lakh centimeter. And the radius equal to what? 40 centimeter. Now I have to calculate the circumference of the wheel. Circumference of the what? Wheel equal to 2 pi r. Now it is 2 into 22 by 7. It is the value of pi, and it is radius is 40. This much centimeter is the circumference of the wheel. Clear? That means what, student? The distance travelled by the wheel in one complete revolution. This means distance travelled in one revolution equal to 2 into 22 by 7 into 40 centimeter, because I have told you circumference is equal to distance travelled in one revolution. Clear? Next I want to calculate how many complete revolutions. The complete revolutions by the wheel. Number of complete revolutions. Number of complete revolutions equal to, you see the formula I am writing, distance travelled in 10 minutes divided by distance travelled in one revolution. Okay students, so here you see number of complete revolution equal to distance travelled in 10 minutes, which is equal to already we have written 11 lakh centimeter divided by 2 into 22 by 7 into 40, which is equal to 4375. So these are the number of complete. Therefore, each will max 4375 revolutions in 10 minutes. Are you satisfied? So this is a question from your NCERT textbook which is related to what? The radius, diameter, area of the circle, whatever may be, and so many questions are there, in your NCERT textbook figure number 13.6. I hope you will try to do that one. Otherwise, give me a comment and I will solve the remaining questions, and in the next class I will complete the remaining questions from your NCERT textbook. Here is I am going to do one example from your NCERT textbook related with the area of sector and related with that. Okay, here is one illustrated examples, some example I am doing here. A sector is cut from a circle of radius 21 centimeter. Angle of the sector is 120 degree. What I have written here? 21. Okay, no problem. 120 degree. And find the length of the arc and area of the sector. So here simply you write the angle of the sector, radius is 21 centimeter, simple. Area of the sector equal to pi r square theta by 360 degree. That's why this is pi r square, 21 square, theta is 120 divided by 360. Here we can put 3 cancelled, and 22 by 7 into, this is what? 441 by 3. Clear? When you multiply and solve, some decimal expansions will get. Now this much. Just I am giving you some task to you. I hope you can solve this. You can solve this up to the two digit significant of the decimal. Now convert this part into nearest square centimeter. You will get the area of the sector. Now length of the arc, which is equal to what? Already I did theta by 180 degree into pi r. So it is what? 120 degree divided by 180 into, just I am doing here what, students? Using that formula and the data, how it is easy for you to solve. Now your job to calculate into nearest centimeter to get the length of the arc and area of the sector. So I hope students you just got something from my video, and my class here is the YouTube channel from. So in the next class, we will go through the remaining questions from the NCERT textbook and some examples related with this chapter. And I hope best wishes for you to learn something, and thank you once again to watch my video.